Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you the amazing deal that you can get in Amazon for $350. You can buy all these products to upgrade your computer, repair it, or anything else. So now I'm going to show you the screen so that way you can see. So this is what I bought. As you can see here, we have this amazing thermal instead of thermal tech instead of thermal tech. Is a Thermalright. So for $22, I mean, it's very cheap. It's very economical. Here you have the CPU and the motherboard. So as you can see, the AMD Ryzen 5500 6 core. That is plenty enough, at least for most people. 12 thread, and then you have the motherboard, the ASUS, that comes with video board on board. So you can do, you know, it's not for gaming, the video board that you have here in this type of motherboard, but at least for most people, you know, browsing, checking in emails and reading the newspaper is more than enough, and maybe for some basic games. Otherwise, if you're a gamer, get a separate, you know, individual video card. That would be much better. Otherwise, try. Otherwise, I mean, you can buy another motherboard if you want to without video card. Usually, I prefer those motherboards without video card, and then you put another video card. But in this case, because I'm doing just a economical repair for a customer, this would be okay. Just in case if the motherboard, you know, if the video card doesn't work right or anything like that, you have something to give it to the customer. And also another thing, you have 32 gigs of RAM, amazing to of 16 for dual channel. So if you want to use it, hopefully it will work. It doesn't say here in the title anything for a dual channel, but usually they are meant to be used like that. Otherwise, you can buy one stick of 32. But if you want to learn more about that, you can go to my playlist in the how to become a computer technician. Go to the playlist and you will see that I explain all those things more in detail. If you want to learn more about, for instance, what is a core, what is a thread, you know, a CPU, a dual channel, DDR3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever is in the time that you're watching this video, and basically how they work. And here you have the advantage and disadvantage of you know, type of heatsink. So this type of thing, heatsink, I like them a lot because they are big, and even if one fan fails, the CPU would be okay. It's not going to burn. Anyway, most of the CPUs nowadays, they will shut off by itself if you have some issues. So also, I'm going to show you closely everything that I got from this motherboard and from this kit. So I'm going to show you here. So as you can see, this is the motherboard that I got from Amazon. In this case, this is the model B40. This is the model B450M, and here you have the serial number, part number, and everything else. So here it says it comes in a bundle, and also I think you can connect it with, if you have you know, the LED lights in the CPU with different colors, you can connect it and it should change, hopefully. Here you have the socket. So AM4, I like much better, is Windows 11 ready. That is a good thing. AM5 sucks. I made another video why is that, because the pins in the motherboard will, you know, get damaged very quickly. But here in this case, it's never going to get damaged in this case. The only thing is the CPU, but if you abuse it, otherwise it will last for very long time. Also, I'm going to show you how to connect it so that way you don't have that issue. So as you can see, when you buy the motherboard, make sure in this case, because it was a bundle, you know, everything's supposed to work just fine. But if you buy a CPU and the motherboard, make sure that it's going to work, you know, that is compatible already. Because some people, you know, they say, okay, I'm going to buy the cheapest motherboard, and in theory, you know, it should work with the CPU, but you have to upgrade the BIOS in order to make it work. And if you don't have another CPU laying around, you're not going to make it work. So you're going to have more difficulties. As usual, you have to make sure that everything works, you know, out of the box, so that way you don't have to, you know, waste time, yeah, or dollars buying more stuff, you know, to make it work. So here I'm going to show you some of the features that you're going to hear with this motherboard. So as you can see, it says AM4, it says for third generation, second, and first generation. So that is a good thing. Here we have it says AMD Ryzen with with Radeon. This is for the video card, as you can see, and also for Athlon. Athlon is the oldest CPU. Here we have the chipset AMD B450, and then we have the RAM that this motherboard can take. Always when you buy the motherboard, make sure the RAM, make sure that it's compatible with the motherboard that you're going to have. It says 4 DIMMs max 120 gigs. That is a lot. DDR4. And here it talks about the speed. Here you have 1 gigabit Ethernet. That is a good thing. Storage. So you have the AM2 slot. Here we have a few setup ports. AM2 here, a few other things. It supports RAID 0, 1, and 10 expansion slots. We have the PCIe 3.0, and here this is the one that you see here. And then we have it says 2 PCIe 2.0 and 1 slot. So those are the little ones. So the one that you see is 16 is the big one that you see here. And then BIOS flashback. So if there is any issue with the motherboard, I think you can reflash it or fix it back. You can hook up you can connect the thumb drive, and that should be it. USB 3.2 Gen 2, so 10 gigabits audio, and then you have the protection. It says protection 3, so anti-static. It says safe core or something like that. Let's zoom in so that way we can see it a little bit better on the screen. There we go. Safe slot, source protected network, and that is very good. So over voltage protection. It says stable power supply and stainless steel back. So that is the panel that I just showed you here before. All right, so those are the main things about this motherboard. So now we're going to put it together, and I'll show you the rest. So here we have the CPU. So, sometimes when you buy the boxes like that, sometimes it comes, the very slim one that it comes with the CPU by itself. But in this case, it comes with the heatsink. So as you can see, this heatsink is very tiny. So if you work in the desert, or if you're going to stress your computer a lot, maybe this heatsink will not be enough for you. Also, it comes with one fan. That's it. And the advantage about having the other fan, like I showed you before, here, as you can see, you have a big fan and a huge heatsink. So even if these two fans die, that will be less likely because you have two. It might die maybe one, but dying the two, it's more difficult. And you have these big sinks. So I tried it with another heatsink like this. That when even if you don't connect the fans, at least at that time for the CPU that I was using, it was enough at least not to burn and to be a useful computer. It might be not be as fast as possible when it's when the temperature is rising. It's going to throttle the speed, but other than that, it should be good. So here, as you can see, this is the copy of Thermaltake. Here you have I don't know, they put this. I don't know, someone is going to copy this, but I don't know. They put the hologram over there, and it works for AMD and Intel. So as you can see here, it says Intel 1700. That is the socket, and here we have, it says here the same thing, LGA 115X. We have the 1200, 1700, and then we have AMD M4 and M5. So I like it a lot. I mean, for the price, for $22, is unbeatable. So as you can see here, also it comes with bearing in the fan. So it's not the brush, the regular brush fan. So as you can see here, you have all the dimensions, the speed, so 1500 RPM, noise level very low, 25 dBA, airflow, static pressure. So you have the rest, but you see it says bearing, and that's it. So I like it a lot. Like I said before, for the price, it's very, very good. Here you have this. As you can see, this is way bigger than the tiny one that you see here. So the one that comes from factory. So with this, you should not have any issues, cooling down the CPU. And I like it. I mean, the fans are big, quiet. Surely it's more quiet than the other one. And if they fail, you have, the big sink, heat sink that is going to be good enough for this. So now I'm going to show you how you can put it, how you can put it all together. And that's it. So after this, this is for you, Dan. You have to put this together, the Spanish video, and I'm going to do the voiceover later. So showing how to add this. Also, you can add, when I'm talking about this product, maybe you can put some images from the other video in this video, in the English one. So that's it for now.